My story is a little bit different than Kristen. I'm a little bit older. Okay, I'm 10 years older than she is. I started my career and I was working at a home building company. I graduated from school and I was doing land development and acquisition. And I was told that whole time that I was a superstar, I was a rock star, I was going places. In a couple years I was going to be there. I was already making 6 figures. I mean, I was on the path. My wife and I were really excited about it. We knew where I was going to be the rest of my life. And then 2006 happened. And I got laid off. And it was, oh my goodness, what just happened? So after a lot of soul searching, this was at the very beginning of the downturn, there was 2 options. I could go with a sales position or I could go with a multifamily developer. We kind of thought that the market was going to continue to be bad. I wish I could say we knew and we were brilliant and all that stuff, but no, it was kind of lucky. Went into a sales position and I started gaining my lumps. And no training, just trying to go out there and hitting it hard and trying to use some of the contacts that I had, and I did fairly decently. And then from there, I hired on with another company. They asked me to come work for them, and it was during that point where the market really started to get ugly. And I started to think to myself, what happens if construction altogether goes away? Then what? That's all I've ever known. What do I do at that point? And so I figured that I better hone my skills. And so through someone that I know, she introduced me to Bart, so I went and I interviewed and he accepted me. And it's been amazing, the growth that I've had. I just had a discussion with my employer today, where last year we were closing about $650,000 a month. You know, not bad. This year, my goal is $1.5 million a month, so we're more than doubling. And he brought me in his office today and he said, Troy, we need to talk. I'm like, okay, great, let's do this. He said, I think it's time to hire more people. That's a lot of pressure on my shoulders because it takes me from $1.5 million a month to $2 million a month. And in this market right now in construction, it's pretty tricky. And he said, do you think you can do it? And before, I would have never been able to answer him. But now, I know that I have the skills that I can get it done. And so we're hiring 3 more people, which is, I'll be honest, it's still scary for me, but I know that I have the skills, and the technique, and the talent to get it done. The other thing that I do want to mention is before I was in Rubicon, I had major head trash. One of the things that was on, I believe the slide before this was you had to be motivated by money. I was not motivated by money. I was one of those weird guys that had this head trash that money was bad. But Rubicon has been able, with the help of Bart and Steve and Mike, Tony, they've been able to transform that for me into it's okay to make money. You don't have to let money rule your life, but you can do a lot of good with money. You can get other people jobs, you can grow a business, you can do a lot of different things that gives you a lot of freedom. And so, for me, that wasn't one of my motivating factors to get into this, but I have changed that, and I was able to look at my boss about a month and a half ago, and he asked me, Troy, what do you want to make per year? And I told him, without blinking or looking to the left or anything, that I wanted to make $500,000 a year. He said, okay, let's figure it out. And so that's where I am. If you have any questions for me, let me know afterwards. Thank you very much.